And welcome to episode 5 of We Ain't Got a Barrel of Money here on YouTube. It's the AXA FA Cup third round. This is a big one. If you watched the last episode, or even if you didn't, you should definitely go back and watch it, where I promised a defensive masterclass, which really never happened. So we're going to St James's Park against a Rudolph-inspired Newcastle side, with Alan Shearer as the number 9, of course. In real life, them two didn't have the best relationship. They seem to be doing all right on this. They're 6th in the Premiership. We've had a good little run of form. We've got a formation in playing some wing backs that seems to be working for us a little bit. So we're going to go to St James's Park and we're going to attack. Let's see how we get on. Right then, so let's have a look. So we'll firstly show you how we've been getting on. We'll do it a little bit differently in this episode. So since you last saw us, you saw Blackburn absolutely smash us 5-0. We followed that up with back-to-back draws before winning 3 games on the bounce, before a much-changed Sheffield United side lost 2-0 to Fulham. Paul Pesky-Salido and Barry Hales getting 2 goals in 3 minutes to really sort of finish us off. But the big news is that we're currently 15th. That's fair enough. That's fine. This is the game. The third round of the FA Cup away at St James's Park. We've been having a look at a different team every time we've done an episode on this series. So today we're going to have a look at Newcastle. Newcastle managed by Rudolph, Gary Speed captain. What a guy. Alan Shearer, vice-captain and key player. Gary Caldwell as the hot prospect. He went on to captain Wigan, I believe, to win FA Cup win. Alan Shearer's on fire, 16 goals. Kieran Dyer with the most assists. And Alan Shearer with the most man of the matches. They've just beaten Liverpool and Arsenal in the last 2 games, so it's looking pretty good for them. And if we just have a look at the team, so Shea Given, Marcelino, Steve Howie's in there, Gary Speed, as we've mentioned, Rob Lee, what a player he were, Kieran Dyer, Duncan Ferguson and Alan Shearer are the front 2. So this is going to be a big one. We're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well in the league, and like I said, we went to defend last time against Blackburn, didn't we? And got stuffed 5-0. That's not the plan today. The plan is to go to St James's Park and attack and hope that Rudolph plays a weakened side. So this will be the side that starts at St James's Park. It will be Tracy in goal, a back 3 of Lee Sanford, Phil Jagielka and Sean Murphy. Rob Kozluk and Wayne Quint as the attacking wing-backs, with Sean Derry and Bruno Ribeiro as a midfield 2, with Paul Devlin playing in the 10 behind Martin Smith and Marcus Bent up front. Why not? Why not go and have a go and see what we can do against this really, really good side in Newcastle. And he hasn't played a weakened side. That's full strength. That is full strength. That midfield, Nobby Solano, Kieran Dyer, Rob Lee and Gary Speed, with Shearer and Ferguson up front. We could be in for a bit of a pasting here, but we're going to go toe-to-toe with them. We are underdogs. We have been playing well recently. That's fair enough. By starting him here, Jags is going to be good enough. We all know that. And I'm not bothered about who they haven't got or who we haven't got on the pitch. I'm only particularly bothered about who we've got on the pitch. As Newcastle kick off at St James's Park, and it's Solano trying to get down our right hand side straight away, and Wayne Quint's clattered him within 12 seconds. And we've picked up a booking, I assume. No, we haven't. We haven't picked up a booking, so an early one from Wayne Quint to let him know that we are there. Barton, is that? Did I miss that Joey Barton's playing at right back? As Rob Lee, within 30 seconds, scores in front of the away fans. No, it's Warren Barton, but that's disappointing. Really disappointing. Shot from range, got the goal. And now it could be a long, long afternoon for us here. as Gary Speed has it on this left-hand side. Played into Rob Lew, knocks it down the left-hand side. Crossing, Duncan Ferguson, Simon Tracy tips onto the bar, and it's all Newcastle so far. It really is. As it's a corner whipped in, but fortunately Shearer heads over, and we have not got started as of yet. I mean, I suppose if we are going to concede, that's probably the best time to do it. I don't know what's happened with Sean Murphy there, but Alan Shearer's through 1-on-1, and Alan Shearer makes it 2. And it is not going well for us so far. Simple ball over the top. It's beat Sean Murphy. And I mean, it's disappointing, isn't it? It's really disappointing. Devlin now, though, tries to get something going. He can't. Newcastle looking to come forward again. They just look a better side than we are, and they've got players all over pitch. This kid's causing us some problems. It's into Rob Lee, but fortunately Bruno Ribeiro knocks it up to Martin Smith, and now Martin Smith, we've got a chance to break. Look at Marcus Bent. Oh, Martin Smith, why not? Look at Marcus Bent. In acres of space. Both fullbacks are on a yellow card at the moment, which isn't very positive. Oh, but these have got some players. They've got an overlap down this side again. Speed into Duncan Ferguson. Fortunately, Simon Tracy does collect on this occasion. And I'm just thinking of a slight change in formation, what might prompt something, but Gary Speed's in down this left-hand side and crosses in. Duncan Ferguson heads over. After 22 minutes, Newcastle could have had 3 or 4 and it wouldn't flatter them. They have got a set piece. It's crossed in. Shearer heads against the bar. It's a little bit concerning, this. Although they do seem to be tiring a little more than we are. But I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference as Duncan Ferguson comes storming into our half. Rob Lee, Shearer, Gary Speed on the overlap. Simon Tracy makes a save. And that is going to be our cue to make a little change. We're going to have a change of shape. And that is going to be the change of shape that we're going to have. We're just going to switch it to this. So hopefully stop their fullbacks marauding down wings. And give us a little bit more of a foothold, hopefully. But Simon Tracy, we can keep it to 2. Keep it to 2, and then we'll see what we can do later in game. Hopefully we can get a breakaway, maybe just snatch a goal and try and put the pressure on them a little bit. But so far it's not looking really like we're capable of doing that. Maybe we're a bit ambitious to go and attack. Well, Duncan Ferguson heads over again. Fortunately, Shearer and Ferguson aren't exactly firing so far. As Simon Tracy kicks it down the right towards Paul Devlin, who can't get there ahead of Gary Speed. Gary Speed back towards Steve Howie, who comes into our half. They've even got the centre half stepping in now. Kieran Dyer knocks it down left to Domi. Domi knocks it in. Solano, and Simon Tracy somehow makes a save. But we are having to do a lot of defending. A lot of defending. Steve Howie's free in the box, but fortunately heads over. We're not even in it, are we? In all fairness, we're not even in it. That's been a tough half, that. Yeah, play like you've got nothing to lose. I would agree with that. We've had 2 shots. Do I get a bit braver? Let's just stick them up there a little bit. We've got time to change things in this second half. Should we, if we get to sort of 70 minutes, 2-0, I think we'll go for jugular. If it's 3 or 4 by 70 minutes, I don't think it's worth us. We don't want to get an hiding. That's not going to be good for morale at all. as Newcastle start to build again after 10 minutes after half time. Duncan Ferguson, it's just a who's who of Newcastle stars here. Rob Lee down the right hand side to Warren Barton, crosses in. Gary Speed's at the back stick and heads into the side net, unfortunately for us again. To be fair, we've shored it up a bit since the early two. I mean, we couldn't have had a worse start, could we? Let's be fair. Look at the players. Gary Speed now into Kieran Dyer. Kieran Dyer brings it over halfway into Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer on the inside left. Domi's overlapping. We're still not sorting this kid out. Duncan Ferguson's in, and Duncan Ferguson heads over. And Paul Devlin looks like he's going to get a booking here. He hasn't. To be fair to Mike Riley, he's managed this game quite well. Because I mean, after that first tackle in first 10 seconds from first 10 seconds, we've picked up a couple of yellows, of course, but they've got the third, and I think that is game over. Well, I think it was game over anyway. We might just switch it to a 4. We might just switch it to a 4, maybe bring Curtis Woodhouse on, and possibly also bring on Dane Whitehouse, just to freshen us up a little bit. See if we can get something from this. But it were a game that you never really expected us to win. I think that's fair to say. Paul Devlin's on the yellow hand on 6.3, so he's going to be coming off shortly as well. It wasn't a game that you expected us to get something from. Kozluk goes flying in there with a cracking tackle. But go on, Paul Devlin. Plays a lovely ball. Martin Smith's in. Martin Smith hits the side netting. That is going to be Paul Devlin's last contribution of the game, as Michael Tong will come on. It's our third shot of the game. They've had 30. But it must be said, since we've gone into this formation, we're starting to have a bit more of an impact on the game. But to be fair, Newcastle are probably taking the foot off the gas a little bit, as Dane Whitehouse down the left and does win a corner off Warren Barton. That gives the Blades behind the goal something to cheer. Michael Tong whips in. Martin Smith, it's back to Wayne Quinn, who's got no help whatsoever, but pings a lovely ball out to the side. Michael Tong now. Can he attack the fullback? He can't. And Alan Shearer wins the ball back for Newcastle. Wayne Quinn now into Sanford. Exchanging passes. We'll look to build again. It's knocked up long towards Martin Smith, but he's got nobody to flick that onto. However, he's pinched that, and Martin Smith, he's going to have to do it all himself. He can't. Steve Howard defends well, but Lee Sanford also does. It's into Michael Tong. Michael Tong on the inside right, strikes it, pings around. It's cleared by Newcastle. And to be fair, I think when we saw their team sheet come out, we were hoping for a bit of a break. Maybe we won't be playing the full strength side, but Simon Tracy's had a good game. We were hoping that we were going to maybe play a team that were a bit under strength, but to be fair to Rudolph, he showed us respect, which we appreciate, and he's played his full strength side, and there's no doubt you can see why these are 6th in the league. Martin Smith down the left again. He's got nobody else up with him, but he's managed to hold on to it. He's now got Wayne Quinn arriving, who puts it across. It's into Smith. Whitehouse. Ribeiro now. I think he was offside there, Martin Smith. He was, as he clatters the crossbar. So we can have no complaints. We've come here. We've given a good account of ourselves. Like I said, early goal has had a big impact. But in the league, we've been doing well. Like I said, 3 straight wins before a change of side against Fulham. It has been working with the wing backs, which is why we started with that. As Alan Shearer scores a wonderful free kick, celebrates in front of the Gallagher end. Wow, what a player. Look at this. Bang. All the 25-30 yards. Simon Tracy, who has had a good game, can do nothing about that. And a goal now just would be nice, as it's back into Wayne Quinn. knocks it in. Whitehouse is there, and Dane Whitehouse, unfortunately, can't beat a young Shea Given. How old is Shea Given on this, by the way? A 23-year-old Shea Given. He couldn't beat him. And as we tick towards full time, I think that is going to be us out of the FA Cup this year. But, you know, we wanted a glamour tie. We got one. We can focus on the league now and keep building. We are in the midst of January. There is a couple of additions that I'm looking to bring in. And I'm really trying hard not to splash out a lot of money on Ollie Norwood. But I'm tempted, terribly tempted to do it. But I didn't expect anything less from this video. I know you've seen us ship 9 goals as it stands without reply. Let's not make it 10. 9 goals without reply in his last 2 videos. But in the in-between bits, we've been doing alright. So, you know, there's still hope. There is still hope here. Sean Derry and Curtis Woodhouse combined. And I think as Simon Tracy goes along towards Dane Whitehouse, that will probably be just about it. Let's not concede another. They've got this overlap. This Dome is alright. A left back. I'm not too familiar with myself, but he's done okay. Wayne Quinn back to Tracy, who smashes it down. And Newcastle United have done really what everybody expected them to do. They've totally hammered us there. I thought it were an alright effort, but we weren't brilliant, it must be said. And I think that's going to be that. So like I said, we are looking at a couple of transfers. Graham Fenton's the man that we're looking to bring in as a sort of a number 10/forward. So he's the man that we are looking to bring in. And as I said before that, we'd won 3 straight games. Now we've got Bolton, Forest, and we'll come back somewhere probably around Wolves, Huddersfield, to bring us into February, and hopefully with a couple of additions for a stronger squad. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, we'll see you next time. See you later.